You're watching Let's Chat.
Our friend June Pewitt is here from the UT Extension office located right here in Hamilton County. And as usual, June's got pots and pans full of good stuff to tell us all sorts of good things about. June, good to see you as always. Food prices, obviously, wow, through the roof. And a lot of folks are now, if they haven't already started harvesting stuff from their gardens, this is the perfect time to do it. And you can tell us how to preserve those flavors for a long time to come. What do you have all here?
Well, we've got various things on canning and freezing. And Chip, a lot of people get into this thinking, I'm going to save a ton of money.
Right.
And that's not always the case. It's really going to depend if you're growing your own produce or if you have to go out and buy it. Or could be given to you, and if you need to go out and buy all this equipment and everything too, because it can be pricey.
Sure.
So we think it's a great idea for people to come to our class, because I'll explain like the difference in the canners. This happens to be a pressure canner,
right,
and all it is a big pot with a little
but that's a hardcore pot. That's industrial strength, isn't it?
It's not industrial, it's for home use, but it has all these fancy gauges, and actually these are safety vents on top. You know, if somebody were to give you an old canner or you were to buy one at a yard sale, we really don't recommend you use them because they don't have all these safety features built in.
And I know it is in the kitchen, and on the surface you might not think that canning could be dangerous, but it can, correct?
It can, because if you put a food, you know, in a jar at room temperature and you let it set for 3-6 months or something,
right,
and that bacteria has not been destroyed with proper canning, then that bacteria grows and doubles, and that can make you sick. Or it can be deadly.
So it is not safe to buy the used canning equipment. What about the jars? Can you buy those as long as you sterilize them?
I have seen so many used jars. If you hold them up to sunlight, they have little cracks in them, or little chips around the edge. So I don't recommend that either.
All right, tell me what you have here.
Well, this is for those people that really don't want to heat up the oven. This is an instant freezer jam that's been in our freezer, let's see, since last July.
Right.
I did that. So you're welcome to taste it to see if you can taste the difference in that type of jam and the jam that you buy in the store or you have to process or not. So what do you think?
I think it's delicious.
It would have been good on some Mayfield ice cream this morning, wouldn't it?
I think this is delicious. I think you may not walk out of here with this whole jar.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. It is really good. But that's called an instant jam. And like I said, you can put it in the freezer for a year. So, you know, all of us shove stuff in our freezer.
Right.
But if we plan ahead, we can really save money and time by utilizing our freezer, and that's what we cover in our freezing classes.
Tell me what else you're going to be teaching us in these classes.
We're going to talk about the equipment, like what to buy and what you need to buy. Because the pressure canner, not everybody needs that. You just need that for the low acid vegetables, the one that don't have a lot of acid, because they have to be pressurized as well as heated in the boiling water bath. Most everything else can go in a boiling water bath, and where you just boil it to heat it, and that's going to destroy the bacteria.
All right, tell me when and where the class is.
They're all in July, and I think we have 4 canning classes and 3 freezing classes. I've got them out during the day, in the evening, and Saturdays, so there's something for everybody.
All right, what does it cost to attend one of these classes?
Freezing classes are $20 and the canning classes are $25, and you get to do a little tasting and you get to take home a product.
Wow. Can't take home this. I know who's taking this home. That is exceptional. Start to finish, once you had everything together, roughly how long did it take you to put this in the jar and in the freezer?
Oh my goodness, you just mix the ingredients and you stir it for 3 minutes and you put it in the jar and goes to the freezer. That's
Short,
it.
sweet, and simple.
Yeah,
Wow.
wish everything were that simple, but it's not.
No, it certainly isn't, and that is why you should turn to the experts like June and her staff at the UT Extension office. Good to see you as always, June. You will be back over the coming weeks. We'll have another fresh batch of things to talk about. So thank you again for joining us. Find out more, check out the website, and you can give them a call also. The number's right there on your screen. We've got to run. We'll see you back here for News 12 at noon.